Hey there, I'm John Sadiq, and I'd really love to share a poem with you from my very first book. This goes back a long, long way. When I was growing up, all I can remember about my father's story and his journey was that he came out of India, as it was then, when it was a much larger country, at the time of it being split into the partition, and that only he and his father and his brother came out from that situation. I didn't know at the time that he had three sisters, and over the years I've dug and dug and tried to find out even just the names of my aunties from that time, but I could find nothing out at all. So I always felt, even back when kind of working on my sort of first poems, that one of the jobs of the poet was to give a truthful voice to the voiceless and to tell stories sometimes in a beautiful way, to say things in a beautiful way that people really don't want to hear, you know. And I've learned over the years of being a writer and what you might call a spiritual teacher these days is that anything that we don't meet and bring love to and heal and reintegrate, no matter how independent we say we are, no matter what arms we put forth or what posture or position we try to take in the world, we try to look strong, but actually if we haven't healed, then we are divided within, and that division projects out into the people around us, and we see things in polarized and dualistic sort of ways. Anyway, I'd love to share this poem with you. It's called Variola, and Variola is a beautiful word, but if you were to look in your dictionary, you would see that it is the proper name for smallpox. So I just want to share this with you, and really this poem's job was just to try and give some spark of life to my father's three sisters, my aunties. When I was a child, I would study your face, lying on your chest, 3 years old, tracing the long underside of your jawbone. I am older than you now in your wedding pictures. You are so boyish, that heavy madman's brow like Lon Chaney, the wolf man with black eyes. Your slim body and those massive hands. I don't remember being held by them, but I remember your face. The tender flesh pushed in by my boy fingers, moulding your cheek, your nose, round those eyes. Your skin, pock-marked as a golf ball. Your face is a story you never told me, except that it was smallpox. You never spoke of the road to Pakistan, the loss of everything, the journey to Europe. Well, I make those journeys now, but I don't know where you go. The gangly boy holding your sister's head, the smooth-skinned hands holding their heads like nursing a baby, a whole family set on the road, my father's three sisters, my aunties. Maybe it's right that your names have been taken by the Punjabi night sky, a heavy blanket of constellations and a fat full moon watching you fall. No cloth of dreams. You are the impatient cries of 3 girls, 11, 12 and 13. The road sweeps by their last breath. The cement trucks and the overladen buses sweep by where their names were lost. They are only remembered by the dead now. Eyes on the road, mule-loaded backs, without thinking, with burning heat and burning feet, failing hands. 3 girls fall within days of each other, survived by their parents and their brothers, Mohammed and Rafiq. Eyes to the north, with loaded hearts, without thinking too much, pushing to the sea, trying to extinguish the burning, becoming legal in Germany. the lost man in the photos working away to England, the lost boy in his face. Without a permit, they cross the borders, the border of scar tissue, of a silent tongue, of missing family, of divided country, of a promise of a common wealth, of variola major, of language, of money, of race, of fear. Those eyes like the wolf man, the gate splintered, the boundary of scar tissue, of silent tongue, of 3 lost futures, 3 more stars for the cloth, of 3 lost sisters, of 3 lost names, of lives who would have had families, of paths that have been fenced and border patrolled, of you and I and the living and the dead and politics, and war and ideas of nation and a country and a continent and I want to know something. I want to know the stories before and now, and I see the borders in your eyes. And it's for you to step into my country. Thank you for listening. Bless you.